Okay, so I'm going to build my Selesnya Landfall deck, and I will think if I want to splash some color. So if I will play all this spells like Roiling Regrowth, even this to some degree, but I think I'll cut it. But Vastwood Surge and Reclaim the Wastes. I don't think I'm gonna play this one, but the Roiling Regrowth should be good. But this is just good, I think, in just Selesnya Landfall, just for triggering Landfall on at instant speed, so I don't have to get out of my way to splash the third color, and I'm not sure it's worth it. So I have one black card, one very good black card. This isn't worth splashing at all, and this also, I think. I may have some party support. This could be the only rogue in my deck, so it makes some sense to also support my party payoffs. But it's a nice card in black decks, but I don't think it's worth splashing. And the same goes here, especially since I would need a double blue, and for this also. So and this is actually worth considering. So I don't think I'll splash blue, so we can just consider splashing black with this Taborax and Shadowcat. I will have some counters. If I have 3 colors, this could be 5-6, so it's a little underwhelming in 2 color decks, but in 3 colors it's quite well statted, but still I have better 5 troops, I think. So even Makindi Ox should overperform in my deck, and I have 3 Shepherds here, and I have this as high-ends, and they also support my synergies. So I think this should go. But this gets counters, this gives counter, but I think I'll cut it anyway. And Giko gets counters, and 2 Dauntless Survivors are. So I got some support for this Shadowcat, and it fuels itself as well, but I don't think it's worth splashing it. I think it's a nice card in Golgari counters, and I don't think I want to play swamps in my deck, and maybe more of these land search cards just to play Taborax. So splashing for just one card probably isn't worth it too. So I'll cut these Reclaim the Wastes here. Cards that put lands from library into battlefield are much better. So this also gives counters, but I don't think I want to go that route of splashing black anyway. I will try to build a consistent Selesnya deck. Okay, so I have about 8 cards to cut. Maybe a land will be cut on my deck, but I'm not sure. I have one spell land and I think that's it. This deck can be quite expensive because it's very nice to play this for 8 mana. So it's another counter synergy, but for 8 mana. So maybe playing 17 lands plus spell land is the way to go. I can cut Marasa Brood. And I have many good spells in my deck, so I'm not sure if I'll have good creature count. So that makes some of the cards less appealing here. And I'm looking at you, Canyon Jerboa, because it's a go wide card, and I don't really see myself cutting Rabbit Bites or Nahiri's Bindings. So I have I'm not sure. Maybe I can cut one land since I play Fastwood Surge and Roiling Regrowth. So that's a lot, but it still leaves me with 5 cards to cut, and I don't think I should cut more lands. So it's pretty tough because I'm not cutting this. I probably don't want to cut even one Rabbit Bite, and also here is Binding, and also this, and Regrowth as well, Surge as well, so it leaves me with cutting only creatures, and then I'll have 15 creatures, and it's far from go wide deck. So is this Jerboa good in my deck or not? I think Corso Labyrinth is one of the worst cards. I will cut it here. I'm not sure about this Stomper as well. Maybe my deck could be just cheaper, and my threatening cards could be just this that grow when I play my trigger my Landfall. Some flyers as well. I think I'll cut this Stomper. I'm not sure if I want to. I have flyers that bring back lands, so maybe I could just focus on being a little cheaper deck. So maybe one of these Nahiri's Binding can go, and I will be left with a decent amount of creatures this way. So I can cut one more creature and still have 16 creatures, 5 removal spells and one land spell that is a backup removal as well. And I have only 4 creature 2-drops, but I think that's enough. I have to cut something, and this Methylinx isn't great. So I think I prefer this Sellsword or not. I think it's better, this Sellsword. I will try to be quite aggressive anyway, so maybe this 1 point of power is important. I'm not really sure about this. Or maybe I could cut 1 more removal spell and just focus more on going white and a bit down plan. So maybe if I have this inscription, I could cut 1 rabbit bite as well. So if I'm going white, this for 6 mana will maybe kill my opponents, because they will be blocking one of my creatures and I will deal damage with the rest. So this even turns off this Shadow Cat, so that would be very weird to splash this. Since it's a splash, it's not that great to see splash, and even if I have some counter synergy, just splashing a card that is turned off by one of my best cards in the deck is still very weird. Okay, I think that makes sense probably. So I have 17 lands total with this ambush. I have some problems cutting these cards here. I'm not sure if Jerboa will be that good, but if I'm playing this regrowth and Vastwood Search, I think I shouldn't cut Landfall payoffs if they're not terrible. And I tried to support it enough, so 17 creatures seem okay for that purpose. Okay, now I have some flyers and this Landfall can be threatening. I could use more Scythe Cats. I think I passed this one and it came back to me and I didn't get much chances to take another. I don't remember, maybe I didn't have a chance, or if I had, it wasn't and there was some much better card to take at that point. So okay, I think that's it. I can just look here. I have 8/8 and 1 backup green land, so that makes sense. If 11/14 is the distribution, this needs double green. If kicker is paid, this needs double white. and I think that's about it. So this distribution makes sense. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's see you in the first game. I will try to get close to Mythic and reach it eventually before the season ends. So wish me luck and see you.